Animations have grown into maybe the most creative and unlimited way to tell a story. Enter the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. But before we get to the review, let me acknowledge the elephant in the room. I don't know if this is a shirt or a blouse. My wife assured me it was a shirt when I bought it, but at Chipotle the other day I saw a woman wearing pretty much the exact same thing, so I don't know. When ooze is accidentally disposed of into a city sewer, it transforms a normal rat into a mutant human rat, who calls himself Splinter. Splinter discovers 4 baby turtles who have also been exposed to this green ooze. Not knowing what to do, he decides to take care of the 4 mutant siblings, Leo, Raph, Mikey, and Donnie, and raise them as his own children. Years have passed, and the turtles are now teenagers. Though they love their small family, the brothers yearn for something more, something only available above the sewers in the human world. However, experience has taught Splinter that humans only see them as monsters. He forbids the curious turtles from exploring the human world, with the exception of the occasional midnight grocery run. To live this secret life and have a way to protect themselves, Splinter has taught the turtles since childhood martial arts. One day on a grocery run, the turtles use their skills to rescue a girl, April, who has had her scooter stolen. As a result, and despite their startling appearance, April doesn't see them as monsters, she sees them as heroes. This gives the turtles an idea. If they helped solve crimes throughout the city, perhaps they would be seen by all the humans as heroes, be accepted, and be allowed to experience the life they desire above the sewers. Mutant Mayhem is my first real foray into the world of the Ninja Turtles, and it surprised me how it is. It's an interesting story, an exciting adventure, and a really positive message. As absurd as it is, the plot makes total sense. The filmmakers cleverly use exposition at the beginning and strategically space throughout the story to give newbies, like myself, a full understanding of the Turtles' history. Once we're caught up, the story quickly moves forward. We get to know each turtle's individual personality, and we get to see them develop as ninjas. In a wonderful scene, we get to see their years of martial arts practice applied for the first time. Yes, they're talented, but they're also a bit clumsy in their tactics. It's exciting, harrowing, and quite funny.
Oh my, I'm gonna be sick.
Leo, what happened? Is Donnie bleeding?
It was an accident.
Each night they fight crime and sharpen their skills, but Splinter knows something is awry. He understands the 4 turtles want more out of life, and we see how much he loves them, not by saying it, but by showing it. He feebly tries to give them the human experience but fails, and this is where we see how much the turtles respect their adoptive father, and the guilt of sneaking out at night is eating away at them. Mutant Mayhem is targeted to kids of all ages, but I think it's probably a little scary and gross to younger kids. The animation style is crude with scribbles outside the lines, and the characters, specifically the humans, are creepy to look at. This and some mild bad language were a couple things that slightly bothered my 11-year-old. I like the artwork because the story is almost entirely from Splinter's and the Turtles' perspective. The fact that the humans look scary made sense to me in that context because it was their perception. There's also a healthy amount of potty humor, snot, vomit, drool, stuff that my English teacher mother would refer to as uncouth, but 15-year-old me got a kick out of it. Along with the uncouth language, this film is filled with pop culture references, from artists like Drake and Adele to slang terms like Riz and sus. References that seem doomed to date the movie. However, it's coming from characters famous for saying cowabunga dude and skateboarding, so once again, I think the language properly aligns with the tradition of the characters. Finally, after what seems like a series of films that encourage its audience to do whatever makes you feel happy, like Mylan in Turning Red, or Michelle Williams' mother in The Fabelmans, or every character that appears in Everything Everywhere All at Once, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles challenges its characters to do what's right even if they're still perceived as monsters. They must decide whether to help themselves or those that despise them. A powerful lesson few Hollywood movies demonstrate. And though it may not be for kids of all ages, I think it's an excellent film for today's tweens and teens, and immature adults like me.